And we are live. Welcome, welcome to Lunchtime with Kathleen and Emily. We have an exciting day today, but before I introduce our lunch specials, we have two entrees, so to speak, for today. I'm Emily Bolton, and my friend Kathleen. Kathleen, would you like to say hello?
Hello, welcome.
We are here and we are lifting up online entrepreneurs, consultants, and marketers, and folks that are looking to bring their skill set online and create income, create lifestyles, and we are here to support that effort. So today we have two special guests. I woke up knowing I had one on the menu for today, Dustin Walker. We are so pleased to bring you Dustin Walker today. Dustin is just blowing up the whole mindset and helping entrepreneurs really grow and develop themselves and develop their business and increase their income. So Dustin, can you come on out, and then we'll get Martin next. There we are, Dustin. Can you hear us? I think Dustin has a bit of a delay.
I might. Mic check 1, 2.
We hear you, but there's a bit of a delay. But welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Good to see everyone. Hello, Emily. Hello, Kathleen. And Mr. Danzer. What a great day to be alive. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
And I would also like to introduce you to our special on the menu today. And because I didn't realize when I woke up this morning, but it turns out it's Happy Martin Day. And we have this wonderful new entrepreneur. Actually, he's been at this for a little while, but he really stepped out today, and we're really celebrating him. And I am so excited to serve to you Mr. Martin Danzer.
Hello, folks. Welcome. Thanks for that. Welcome. Yeah, quite a day today for me. Step out of your comfort zone day. Fabulous, and I love it. Super fun. Great to be here.
Thank you for being with us, Martin.
Yeah, you're welcome. Love being here. Love doing hangouts. Love talking to people. Love spreading the word of simple freedom. You know, and literally just. The freedom to be okay to be yourself. The freedom to be okay to be yourself in whatever it is that you do. It's a fabulous way to live. And it's okay if you have a job. It's okay if you like to, you're a dog groomer, or you're an engineer on a train, which seems to be a theme. It's okay if you're a guy who lays the tracks. It's okay. And it's okay if you only have a half hour or 2 hours a day to start a new project that might free your life up. You know, it's okay. And as soon as you accept yourself for being okay to do it, the world opens up. And that was the out of the comfort zone lesson I learned this morning when Dustin reached out to me at 40 minutes before the call and said, "Hey, will you read?" And honestly, I never read a book report. I all shied away. Whenever it was my turn to do anything in front of someone, I found a reason to not be in that room. I went out of my way to put myself there. But there's something different about the Simple Freedom Mindset call in the morning that just triggered me. I've read the book Think and Grow Rich twice now, 3 times now.
Oh, hey, Martin, perfect. Listen to this. Hold on. Let me paint a picture for him. You're going to take over. Sure. I got to tell what was happening here, all right? Let me get a clear picture. You know, we gather every morning to explore our mindset, become better together, speak existence into each other, right? Lift each other up. All these words that people don't normally use, but we're different. We'll get into that in a while. But I called Martin this morning, and he literally, in Martin's, I don't know, like maybe 3 hours behind me. So half the time I don't realize I'm calling him, and it's 4. But, you know, hey, you got to be open, ready to rock.
I'm up to this.
Oh yeah, for real. So it was 40 minutes before the call, and what I mean the call is that we read a chapter of the book, and the book that we read is 100 years old. So the terms are mind-boggling at times. I mean, they make no sense to even be put together these days because we don't have definitions for them. So what Martin did, I said, hey buddy, would you come out and read today's chapter? Long story short, I didn't realize it was arguably the toughest three reads, pages of reads in any book I ever read. And then I didn't realize really about Martin's past as far as reading. So I guess the point to be is that we set clear intentions on everything. And I knew before this call that it was Martin's time to read. And no matter what was going to take place, you know, as I refer to it, the universe was going to speak it into existence. And the way it happened was Martin went into the reading and he was plowing through it. And then these crazy words, I mean, crazy. You know, all of us are like, wow, what is that? But he didn't stop. And he would usually in the past stop, you know, in the earlier Martin days and quit on things, just like a lot of us. But not now. He just kept plowing through it. And I'm talking for 20 minutes of reading and just hearing him chuckle and go through. So that's what we're painting. I go a bit quick, so I'm going to give it back to Martin. But that's the picture we painted that was going on this morning. So that's what led to Martin's experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, thanks. I'm going to just interrupt for a moment. I was on the call, and I think you're so brave. 40 minutes, I would have sweated. I wouldn't have been able to do that. This is all new. Kathleen and I, we're really pressing through a lot of fears ourselves and just coming out and not worrying about being perfect. Just get going. Just get it going. And, you know, I just so applaud you. I would have been panic-stricken. You know, I've been asked to do some public speaking or reading and things of that nature, and I'm like a deer in the headlights. You know, I get too panic-stricken. So you did so fantastic. I mean, truly, you did. And maybe you were probably nervous the whole time, but love to hear from you.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, nervous is an understatement, big time. Dustin called me, as he said, right early in the morning there, and you know, as always, gave me some awesome pointers on how to proceed. And you know, when I said yes, when he reached out and said, "Are you going to read?" I mean, I just literally came out of my sort of morning meditation time. My major definite purpose, self-confidence formula, visualization time in the morning, and I was kind of in a daze. And you know, when Dustin asked me to do something, there's only one answer, and that is yes. And so I just said yes, but then I realized I said yes to reading, and I just kind of went, oh, okay, cool, I can do this, no big deal. But, you know, honestly, internally, inside of me, I was just starting to do that turmoil, that feeling of, whoa, I now realize that I am actually going to do that book report in front of Mrs. Robinson's class that I should have done in 1972 in second grade, you know? And now I'm going to do it in front of my mentors and my peers and my friends and my family. And I stopped myself. And I sat down in front of my computer and I said, how can I do the best job I possibly can reading this? And so then I started to read it. Like Dustin suggests, you know, you should read it. Everyone should read it prior to the call because you get more out of it when you follow it and you internalize it more than one time. And I started reading it and I was like, oh my God, I've never ever seen these words before, much less thought about how to pronunciate them, and now I'm going to read them in, oh yeah, 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, you know, but that's all, you know, when you're centered inside yourself and you're committed to your future, yourself, what's your passion, when you really embrace your entire why, your passion, all that goes out the window. All that goes out the window. Changing it up for me is huge. I did 8 weeks ago. My life changed 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Thanks to my friends Bruce and Trisha Barnes and Dustin Walker. I mean, these people have been rocks for me, and my mindset changed into I used to say things like I'm going to do that and I want to do that, uh, or I can't do that. Those words don't exist anymore in my vocabulary. It's I am doing it. I am succeeding. I am moving forward, and I am on a morning mindset call every single morning. So it's super powerful when you actually speak out in whether it's a video or on a hangout like this or on a call. You're not only speaking to the people who are listening, you're speaking to yourself, and you're speaking to the universe or God or however you put it yourself. You're speaking to twice. You're harmonizing with your words that are coming out to others, and you're harmonizing with yourself internally. And the universe hears all of that. And how you put it in your mind, your confidence level, plowing through it, no matter what, it's all good. You're okay with yourself. So I've learned this in the last 8 weeks. So coming into this reading this morning, oh, here comes another train. It's hilarious. It seems like train is a really theme for me after being on a hangout last night that the train showed up on. Anyways, it's very powerful to say yes and step out and do it. So I read through it. I got halfway through what I was going to read, and I thought, okay, even if I rehearse reading these words, I am probably going to have a challenge just getting through them. So I'm just going to go back to the top, reach out to some friends on Facebook, who lifted me up, made me feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof. I sat down. I have a little creed that I say to myself. It's about a 10-second long piece that motivates me and makes me feel confident. And then I just plow for. And, I had no idea that the outreach was going to be what it was today. It was so mind-boggling. I was literally in tears with all the kind words from people. And it just shows to go everybody that anybody can do whatever they want, whenever they want. They just have to choose to do it. That's all it is. It's a decision inside your heart and your soul. It's not words that come out of your mouth telling people you're going to do something without doing it. It's actually believing it, doing it, succeeding, and showing folks through your actions, not your words. And that all comes forth through the Simple Freedom Morning Mindset Victory Call. And for all the folks listening out there, the call information is right below my name. That's the live call, and if you go ahead and friend me on Facebook, I'll send you all the information on that call and some other motivating calls that I'm on all week long. Because I tell you what, on a daily basis, having this call to go to Monday through Friday, I end Saturday and Sunday I listen to the Friday call just because I need to hear my friends, need to hear my family, and it propels me and motivates me to just lift my own self up every single day. I mean, I'm getting up at 4 in the morning now. Dustin's got me just so fired up at 4 in the morning, and I go to sleep at 11 at night because I'm addicted to my work. I love doing what I do. I love it. And I love my life. So it's super fun.
Is so awesome because now you've actually embodied it, your actions, and you faced down your fear in a huge way. All your background, because it was amazing to be on the call, and I would encourage people to go listen to that call and to go to the replay, and we will post that here so that folks can find that information as well, Martin. And just that you faced that down, and now it's kind of like that. In terms of the mindset, in terms of your brain has now tasted that success. Your whole system has tasted that success, and there's no stopping you now. Now you really do and know for sure that what who you are and what you have to offer is so valuable. All the people that reached out, the testimonials that we heard, absolutely fantastic. I was so thrilled with that. Just Dustin, weren't you? I mean, it was astonishing.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to start your day right there. Here we go. Yeah, you know, let's get the value out of this. Let's form a little mastermind. Let's see the takeaway and the lessons that I hear from this, because we got people from all over, right? So what we want to do is deliver value, and we study that everything that we go through, right? There's a takeaway or some value to be found, and we also know that here's lesson one. You got to put yourself in uncomfortable positions, right, to grow, because staying where you are has gotten you where you are. Right? Well, Dustin, that's pretty elementary. Yes, it is. It's very elementary. But most people don't get it. So you got to step outside your comfort zone, whether it be Martin reading at this point, right, or whether it be just starting your own personal development growth. You've got to take that first step, that leap of faith, if you will, because we won't get in too deep of words, but your subconscious mind is always going to challenge you unless you set it straight. And what I mean by that is your subconscious mind is going to keep reinforcing these thoughts of I can't do this, or failure, or thoughts that you have developed unconsciously through your life, right? So if we're not there to tend the field, as we like to refer to it, if we're not there to tend the crops, which are those thoughts, the negative thoughts are going to take over. So what has happened with Martin is that he's been there, right? He's been the farmer tilling those thoughts. He's been planting the seeds of positivity, and when a challenge happened, it was no big deal. So there's two lessons within one. You step outside of your comfort zone, right? And number two is you keep moving forward. You plow through temporary setbacks. So, and we're going to take this a little bit deeper right here. Everyone get ready. Here's something really valuable. We're going to take this personal development on a next level that most people never hear about. And what I did, right, and I do this all the time. Martin does it with me. We actually started this with another company we were in. And what I make sure and do is I set clear intentions on every single thing I do in my life. Whether it be have a call, before this hangout, before I speak to someone on the phone, before I go here, I have a meal with my mother, before I go walk with my dog, right? And some people are like, well, that guy's crazy. Well, I am a little, but this craziness pays off, because what it does is you set your intentions on, right? I set my intentions that Martin, this was intended for Martin to start to let his voice to be heard. It's his time. He has a message, right? We all have a voice that's destined to be heard within us. And my intentions were, it was Martin's time to be heard. Now, did I know it was going to go the route that it did? No. I had no idea. In my mind, right, my picture, my movie that my mind developed, it was Martin coming out, crushing it out, and we all clapping. All right, way to go. And that would have been great, right? But I had faith. I had faith in my convictions. I had faith in the intentions that I set. So when you back faith with your clear intentions, a strange thing happens. And this is a perfect example. There's no other better way for Martin, right, for Martin's real soul, for Martin's real essence to have been put on display today. Just couldn't have happened. I couldn't have planned it. I couldn't have planned it. And even before, how about this, Emily? Even before the call, I said, hey, Martin's going to run with me today. We go everywhere together. And look at, and this is what happens. Now there's people here in Martin on this hangout because of this morning, and it will keep on and on and on. So many gold nuggets. One, when I talked about a step beyond in personal development, start with a couple of things, okay? A, set clear intentions on everything you do. And I don't mean, oh, I'm going to have a good time today, and I hope it's going to be beautiful outside. Scratch it. No, you got to be crystal clear. I'm going to make today incredible. We don't have good days, my friend. They don't just happen upon us. Okay? We make them, right? So we set clear intentions in everything we do. And another thing, and this is just, and we get into super doppelgangers later on. That's a big word. I shouldn't have thrown that out. Here's what I'll use. I have a nickname, right, that I go by called the Grateful Player, right? And the Grateful Player was given to me by one incredible man But the reason why, it reminds me every time that my brain hears that I'm grateful for everything in my life. So that's number 2. Sprinkle a little gratitude on it, right? We like to sprinkle gratitude everywhere, every day, all right? And number 3, right? And see, these are all things that aren't common, right? We're not common, right? Right? It's common. You know, I say things that sound real educated, right? But who needs to be fancy educated? It's not common to be common, right? It's just you just are. But what we are is different, right? We don't want to be common like everyone else. We want to step outside of that. So the third thing to do is walk and talk differently. Head opposite the direction of the 99%, right? If you're walking down the street and you take 99 people that are headed to work, right, most of the time with their earphones on, buried in their phone, right, they're really just going through the motions, and you ask them what they're here for, what is their purpose, they don't know, right? So we don't want to follow those people. We want to be different, right? So we walk with purpose, and that's why we read A Major Definite Purpose every day, okay? All right, and then what's another one that we do, Martin? Bring me in. We got gratitude. We walk with purpose. Oh, here we go. The other one. Here we are. We speak existence into others. Yeah. We uplift people, right? So that's the things I challenge you to do, because no matter what business you're in, no matter what stage of life you're in, if you're just on the hangout to become a better person, great. I'm very happy, and you were destined to be here. My voice was destined for you to hear, and so is Martin's, Emily's, and Kathleen's. Yeah. But what I want you to remember is that being common and doing the things that you're doing or have done have created your existence now. And if you're not happy with it, and if you want to make it better, then start to be uncommon, right? We don't want to be common. So that's why we use words that are different, right? And it's not common, right? People, what do I say? It's not common to get up in the morning and read a 100-year-old book, right? It's just not. So we got to focus on these things. So that being said, as Martin said, it's really, really important, and we open our arms to you to join us on this Think and Grow Rich call. Wow, look at that. Embedded. We do study Think and Grow Rich, the Simple Freedom Mindset Victory Call. The Think and Grow Rich call is a beautiful platform hosted by another incredible gentleman that, as my grandma says, put the britches on me, right? An incredible gentleman. But besides that, what I'm getting to, and I'm a little long-winded, is that these things that we do that are different, reading The Major Definite Purpose, right? Doing what Martin did today, plowing through temporary setbacks, stepping outside of your comfort zone, speaking life into others. The things that are different will create a beautiful existence for you. So if the takeaway that you can get out of this, that the biggest takeaway, right, is to just be uncommon, right? Just to be uncommon. And lock arms with us. Join us on the call. The information's right there Monday through Friday, and that's at 10 a.m. Eastern. And it doesn't matter what opportunity you're in, what you do, right? I don't care where you hang your hat. We want everyone in every walks of life on this, because I stated today that we're taking bricks of positivity and we are building a palace of positivity, the largest one that's going to be known on the internet and anywhere in the world when we get done with this thing, when we look back, right? So I want everyone to join us, because we're your family. We want to help you, right? We don't want your money. We want your story. That's all we want, right? Because with your story, we all become better. We as human beings are made. We are here to care, right? So we love to hear stories. We love to hear enduring stories, because it makes us reach out and care for you. So, wow, I feel like I'm getting into one of my readings here. But
yeah, you know, some powerful little bit of follow-up from that about your story is you know, jumping out and being out of your comfort zone is one thing, but then fully internalizing your story. As I've heard ever since I've been working with Dustin and Simple Freedom folks, I've always been told, your story, just tell your story. And I didn't really know what that meant until, I guess, you know, 4 or 5 weeks ago. I really didn't understand that. And I haven't even told my story yet. That's yet to come. You'll have to jump on the call and and for future dates, because there's a lot of really amazing stuff to share with that. And so for me to wake up every day and be on the call is a blessing within itself. So embrace your story along with your passion and your desire and your why, and stay consistent on a daily basis with yourself. And on a simple basis, we have this call to act as our alarm clock. I did a video not too long ago. It's like, set your alarm for your life. Wake up, because your life is important. Maybe your family is the important thing. Maybe it's, your friends. Maybe it's, just that you want to be on this call and better yourself. It's it's an awesome opportunity for anybody to jumpstart their life, jumpstart their day, and just hang out with some amazing, awesome people that uplift your life. Like for me today, my life is, I don't know, I'm on some kind of cloud 11, Turn the sound up to
Hey, you
11.
know what? Cloud 11. Hey, and you just reminded me, as far as some awesome people, is that, Emily or Kathleen, there's a good chance it brought you to this. These ladies are leading by example. I mean, they are a part of our family. So
Yeah.
follow the leader, so to speak. We use that a lot here. So you've been led here by Emily or Kathleen or anyone else. But, reach out, take the time to friend them on Facebook. Look Kathleen up, look Emily up, and Martin,
Yeah.
right? Because these are the type of people that if you're getting into mindset, or you want to start your personal development growth, right? We are the people that we surround ourselves by, right? So you're looking at 3 incredible individuals that you can lock arms with and follow them. It's a beautiful gift that we've been given by Facebook and social media to be able to do this. Now more than any time in existence, my friends, we are and I don't want to get too deep, but we are literally in a golden age, right? And you can get into it as I look into a 26,000 year calendar. But bottom line is that we have come to an age of enlightenment. It's for no similarities other than we have this technology, right? This technology enables us to get our message worldwide. It enables everyone on this webinar to make friends with Emily, Kathleen, Martin. That's crazy, right? So talk about sprinkling gratitude on something as you're looking at this right now, man. Just right? I just let gratitude fall all on you,
Right.
because this is special. This is special, and you've got a tool to be heard. And if you think your voice is not destined to be heard, look at Martin, right? Look at Emily. Look at Kathleen. I mean, just look at everyone. I challenge you, right? Another takeaway. I challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. Come get on a call. Come get on our call. Get on any call. But step out and let your voice be heard. Because if you don't, you have no idea, right? You have no idea of the ripple down effect you're having in the future. And what I mean by that is that there are people out there that want to hear what you have to say, right? They don't want to hear what Dustin has to say all the time. I'm a bit loud, obnoxious, and rude sometimes, right? And a bit touched in the head. Sometimes people like a softer delivery. So we all appeal to others. So that being said, right, my challenge to you, again, step outside your comfort zone, get on a call, or hey, maybe it's picking up the phone and calling one of your relatives you haven't spoke to in a while, that you had a little mental hurdle on, right? The past. Step outside your comfort zone, reach out to them, and speak life into them. Speak life into them. Say, I believe in you. I'm here for you. So, there we go. That's just something that I just wanted to sprinkle a little more gratitude on the field. We didn't have enough seasoning there, right, Martin?
Right.
Okay.
You guys are just so awesome, and it just embodies everything that Emily and I are trying to do here on these hangouts, is to bring people out, to expose people, to take them to another level and lift them up. And you guys have just said it all. It's so well. It all has to do with gratitude and helping others stretch and be more than they are, to let them know that they can be more than that they are. It's so uplifting, and it just brings joy to your heart.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
It
Indeed.
does. It does, and we are so blessed to be able to, as you said, to be able to have this forum, to have social media, to be able to bring out in front of the world entrepreneurs like Martin and like yourself, Dustin, and like ourselves as well, to show others. There's so many people who are looking for opportunities. They're looking for financial increase. You know, it's a tough economic time. It's a real tough economic time. And so many people don't know whether or not income potential online is real or not. And so our hope is to really just show them, one person after another, that in fact it is. But one of the things that we know, all of us here have encountered, is that there's a lot of mindset that can get in the way of that income potential. That's why your call is so crucial, and everyone should get on that call. And it's in a great way, because we get up sort of in a routine, and it doesn't always include those intentions. It doesn't always include those major definite purposes. It doesn't always include a confidence that we will hear, or we will be led, or we will have the intuition to follow an idea that will produce the income, that will bring it about if we take that action, and that's what Martin did. So it is definitely a happy Martin Day. And
Yes,
so,
yes. It
is. And you know, we're running a little over, so we're going to have to wrap up. But I would like to ask you, Dustin, if you would do us the honor. We've watched a number of your videos. We love the way you close out your videos. Would you be kind enough to close out our hangout?
Yeah, I would. I would love to. And I also have a phrase I like to say as well. And it goes like this. What we think about, we bring about. So why not fill your day with the most uplifting and positive possible thoughts, right? Oh, let me start again. I'm nervous. You ladies get me nervous out here. What we think about, we bring about. So why not fill your mind with the most uplifting and positive thoughts possible all day long? It's that simple. And I end all my videos and everything like this because I love it, man. We all always you gotta dap it out. And today's a double dap day. Boom!